if I got you. You stole my heart away with the things that you do. And lately, you drive me crazy, baby. Maybe that's why I escape in your love. There's no place.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to This Is L&S. And despite these smiles here, we're really dying on the inside.
What are you really dying on the inside?
We usually have a lot going on, but lately we have had a lot going on times 3 or times 4. Where do we start?
I think we should start with where we just came from.
Okay, so I'll let you talk. This is your situation. It's gonna be a while. We need snacks.
Not while you're eating your nuts.
God, I'm listening.
No, they could hear the nut smacking. One more. So, we just came back from the hospital, and you guys didn't know I've been having some issues with my stomach with just like feeling nauseous and stuff like that. So today we went and saw a specialist, and I'm not really sure what the procedure is called, but I got a procedure done where basically they put like a wire that has a camera at the end down your throat to like see into your stomach to see if there's anything wrong with your stomach, like anything going on, or any like ulcers or anything that's wrong, and you're put to sleep. So I was knocked out, and that was the first time I've ever been put to sleep with, what's it called?
Anesthesia?
Anesthesia. So anyways, we got there, I did it. The whole thing was about like 2 hours, and I was pretty
It went amazing. Let's start with that. It went great.
It went great, and then I was definitely drugged up afterwards.
So you want to explain what you had done today?
So
What'd they do?
She FaceTimed me back, so she.
Okay, tell your mom what you had done.
I went in there. I'm gonna tell you.
Hello?
I'm high as f.
Why?
No drugs.
What?
I had a little shit down my throat.
What do you mean?
The camera goes on your throat and look at your stomach.
Oh, baby, are you okay?
I'm straight.
Oh, what, did they see anything?
Let me tell you the procedure.
They said that he's fine. They didn't find anything.
Let me tell you the procedure though. So I was in there, I was shaking and shit. I was scared. Like he told me my heart rate, everything was normal, my vitals, my heart rate was kind of fast because he's like not like crazy fast, but fast enough where I can tell like you're nervous or you're, you know, whatever. So that's what was going on. I was nervous. I had like a million questions. They were like, just ask me because they set you up. They gave me the IV. Oh, they took the IV out. They gave me IV in my hand too. I ain't never had no shit like that. So they gave me the IV in my hand and shit. And they asked me a million questions. Had me sign a waiver. Waiver literally said, this shit said if I die, son, it's not their fault. That's crazy. So I signed that shit though, because they wasn't gonna do it if you didn't sign it. So signed it. So what happened was, after they set it all up, put me in the gown. It's crazy, I was butt naked in the gown too. Like really violated. So what happened was, when they had to take me to another room to do the operation though. So the anesthesiologist, him and a doctor, they wanted to do putting the shit down my throat. Like they came in the room and they were telling me like everything they're gonna do is gonna be straight. And I was just making sure like it's gonna be straight. So it took me to the other room. Then I got hella scared because it took me another room. I'm not even playing. In the other room, they had like 20 in the room. Where like, it was like a procedure. Like, you know when they have the heart surgery shit, and they be like, flashlight, someone hands them a flashlight. Like, you know what I mean? That's literally what it was like. It was crazy. I was like, oh, this is some serious shit. So yeah, my eyes open. So they, when I went on my left side, they had to put like this mouth guard on my shit to keep my mouth open. And then that's all I remember. And I woke up back in the first room, surrounded by all these ladies. There's some nice African ladies. And I was telling one of them that she really reminded me of my mama.
What?
And I was talking, this shit, I just kept talking. I guess I was talking about my baby, and I didn't know that. And then, so when the lady came in here and saw Shiloh, she was like, "We know all about your baby, due date, all that." So I guess I was just talking crazy, but I don't know.
So you're okay?
No, I'm good.
I'm not gonna go. We were 20 minutes late, and he said that he was not gonna go, but we made it here, and they said that they didn't see anything. But he's been on a medication for like stomach like irritation and stuff like that. So they said they don't see anything. I think that medicine was helping him. Like he did have some stomach irritation around like the line or whatever. But his doctor's probably gonna give me a call either today or tomorrow when he gets to actually look at the results.
So now moving on to all the issues that she was referring to that we got going on in our personal lives. Let me start it off. I think that I think the first thing we should start off with is bad news, because we do have some bad news with our moving situation.
No such thing as bad news. Only news that's not good.
Okay. So with our moving situation, we told you guys that we had a house that we already were set to get, that we were already set to move into, and basically that flopped.
Literally signed all the contracts. We had everything ready to go.
So we literally got screwed with that because we already had this plan. We had everything good to go, and then basically what happened is they sold the house to somebody else, and everything just unfolded basically for us.
It just pulled the rug right from under us.
So right now it's a struggle because we strongly, deeply want to get out of this house.
We need to. At this point, it's like safety, it's health, it's
so many things. There's just so many issues with this house, and we want to get out of here. And obviously, we can't wait till last minute when the baby's almost here. It's not good. She's not gonna want to move. It's just a hassle, and it's a very stressful situation for us. We've been looking at houses non-stop. We've literally probably seen like 6 houses in the last month. We have 2 houses that we're really excited about seeing that were coming up, and I'm hoping that we get that. But just know that we are going to move as soon as possible. We do not want our daughter to be raised in this house.
Send some positive energy our ways. We have 2 houses that we are sitting on right now, and we're hoping one of them falls through. Basically, so we're out with that.
That just right there is like a super stressful situation for us. But besides that, what's kind of an add-on to that, which also sucks, is our baby shower. So with our baby shower, something that we obviously want to do, everyone does it. It's gonna be a great experience for us, but it's a struggle because we don't know if we want to do it here, which we don't want to do it here. It's like almost like if we have to, and if we do move soon, it's like we're gonna have to change the address and do all this stuff. It's just a problem because we really don't have a location basically to do our baby shower. We didn't want to do the Airbnb. We didn't really want to have it at like my mom's house in Malibu or anything like that. So that's basically not having a house to go to is basically screwing with our baby shower now as well.
So additionally to that, we really don't have any baby items. We have a stroller, we have a car seat. We got some diapers today, and I got a breast pump. And that's pretty much all we have.
We have clothes and shoes and stuff
here and there, but we need way more for a baby. And everyone told us, wait for the baby shower, we're gonna have so much stuff. And that's what we did. We listened, and we knew that we were planning on moving, so we didn't want to really buy too much because we didn't want to have to move it all. So now it's kind of like we have to have a baby shower now because we waited all this time. I'm at the end of my pregnancy. It's time. We have to have a baby shower. We need items. We need bottles and diapers and creams, and everything under the sun is pretty much what we need.
So it gets to that point where we're like, damn, like we're gonna have to go out and just buy it ourselves right now. Like we're running out of time. Like we're gonna have to buy everything that we need, which isn't an issue, but it's just like, we wanna do the baby shower.
We want our baby to be spoiled by our family and friends, and like, we want to see people's like creative gifts, and we want, we want to feel loved.
But bottom line is we just have to be prepared. So it's like, we can't wait too long to be prepared. Our goal is just to be in a new home and have everything set up for our baby, because literally, like, it might not seem crazy to you guys. We literally have basically like 7 weeks left until our baby's here. And that's gonna go less than 7 weeks. And that's gonna go by like literally nothing. So it's a very stressful time on top of that. So we have a lot of stuff that's just going on right now. So on top of all this, obviously, we're trying to keep up with you guys and give you guys as much content as we possibly can within this stressful situation. So now getting into today, what this video is actually about, which is definitely a serious issue, is we, for sure at this point, we didn't say anything because this has been going on for a while.
We didn't want to draw more attention to it, or like, we didn't know if like maybe whoever it was is like watching us, or like we just didn't like, we didn't want to show you guys.
And we didn't want to just make it a big thing because that is a big deal. If you heard that about anyone, you'd be like, wow, like that's scary. So we didn't want to bring it up unless we knew 100% or we both agreed like, yeah, like this is definitely what's going on.
So we had evidence, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, so basically there has been a person or people who have been trying to break into our home.
There's been multiple attempts.
Multiple attempts, and then it's definitely like to the point where it's serious, where like they're like scoping us out, if you want to say that, or like they know when we're leaving and stuff like that. So starting from the very beginning, the first thing that happened that was extremely sus was, this was probably like what, 2 in the morning?
Yeah, around 2.
This is around 2 in the morning, and then on our security cameras where she gets all alerts on her phone,
We have motion alerts. So if there's motion where there's not supposed to be motion, I'll get an alert. So at 2 a.m. there should be no motion in front of our house.
so motion went off, she checked her phone. She checked her phone and showed the video, it's video and audio. The video doesn't show any body or anything that's sus, but the audio showed a man's voice. And the voice has to be close enough to the camera to how it was, because it was loud, it was clear, it was crisp. The voice, clear as day, said chill out. Close to our camera, again, super clear, chill out. What's sus to me about that is, why is there someone so close to our gate? Who is he saying chill out to? Like, you know, I must not just be one person. And then the time of night, it was 2 a.m. So we go out there, we're checking. Joe's like going outside.
By we, he means Joe. Joe went outside.
Joe went outside, we checked everything. And what he came back with is that all the dogs that were around us, we have dogs, like literally every single
Our
neighbor
neighbor's
has dogs,
yeah.
were barking. Almost as if, you know, something was going on in the area. And then another thing that is weird, in that same exact time when Joe's out and checking the stuff, our side gate, which is closed 24/7. Because if it's not closed,
Our dogs will get out.
our dogs will get out. And if they get to the front yard, they will literally escape. So we take it very seriously that our side gates are completely closed 24/7. The same time we heard the notification, that side gate was open. So obviously, I don't know if somebody ran to our backyard or whatever, but that's something that never happens, and it's obviously suspect that it's the same time that a man was super close to our
Now
gate
we
at 2
were
a.m.
able to like prove that someone was in front of our house at 2 in the morning, and we have a lot of vacant houses near us. So there's no reason one of our neighbors should have been that close. Like it doesn't make sense.
You might be thinking like, but
You're paranoid, okay.
But wait, so now this is about 2 days later. Our front gate stops working.
We have an automatic gate, so we have a clicker, it opens, closes.
Yes, it stops working.
So I had someone come over the house, and all of our family and friends know our gate code to get in and out. And my friend was like ringing the alarm to let me know that they're here. And I'm like, just put the code in. And so I went outside and she's like, hey, the code's not working. And so I'm like, what do you mean? And it wouldn't even turn on, like keypad wasn't working. The gate wasn't opening or closing. And so I was like, oh, that's really weird, but I'm sure it's just like something minor, it's off the track, whatever, something slight. So that evening, I noticed that none of our front lights are on, none of our like security lights are on. It's just completely pitch black in our front yard, which is really strange. Those are all hooked up to one like server that turns them on and off automatically, and none of them are on. So we thought that was really strange. Our gate wasn't working, our lights weren't working. So that morning, I'm getting my hair done. So I go outside to let my hairstylist in. And as I go outside, I see something and it literally makes my heart drop. I see, you wanna tell them? Because I took a picture and I came running in.
So what happened was, there's lights, like, you know,
On a
lights
post, yeah.
on top of our gate.
Those are our security lights.
And there was a light that it wasn't just come off easy, it was forcibly taken off, that has all these like, probably like 4 or 5 wires connected to it, and all the wires were cut. Immediately, we were like, obviously this is sus.
Obviously, it wasn't like wind can take it off. They were cut, and then the light was like placed in the back of the, in like the bushes or whatever.
So immediately, obviously it's sus. Again, close within the days that something sus also happened. But the first thing we did, there's people that help take care of and maintain our gate and stuff like that. We asked them if they did it, and they said they did not. And they said that's weird, but we'll fix it. So again, we're like, who would just cut our wires? Like, who would they do that? What our theory is that, let's just say somebody was coming to try to bring into our house or whatever it is. I think they were trying to cut the wires because they saw that we have security cameras, and maybe the wires they thought went to that. But it didn't, just went to our gate.
So when we moved here, I purposely made sure for that reason that when I chose security cameras, I didn't want it to all be wired to one thing. I wanted it to partially be solar powered. So if we lose power or anything, we still have security camera, we still have vision. And thank God that I thought to do that, because it all looks like it's connected, like it's one thing. If I was someone trying to break in, I would probably do the same thing. I would think to cut it and cut power everywhere.
And keep in mind that light is not where the camera could see. So they probably cut it and installed that the camera's still on, because the camera has a big light to it, which obviously you can see it's on. So they probably cut it, saw the light was still on, was like, damn, and then left.
Gotta go, yeah.
That's what I think. Continuing on, we're not done yet. Continuing on.
This is so stressful. It is.
So we went to Horror Nights. I don't know, most of you guys probably know, but we went to Horror Nights this year. This whole time that this was going on, we really didn't want to leave, because we're like, what if someone's watching our YouTube videos? What if someone's keeping up with us, watching our Snapchat?
Our social media.
But what if they just know when we're leaving? So we felt really insecure about that and posting stuff. But obviously we didn't want to let that ruin what was going on. We still went to Horror Nights. But we felt so weird about it that I had my friend Robert come over here and basically house it while we're at Horror Nights. What are the odds that the time that we leave, something sus also happens?
So he calls us while we're there.
And this is somebody who's not scary. He's not like, he would only call if it was serious. That's just how he is. It wouldn't be like no little stuff. So he calls me, and he calls me with a serious voice, kind of panicky. This is what he says. So what happened was, he parked across the street, not in our driveway. So he parked outside of our gate. And what happened was, he was going down to get stuff out of his trunk, I guess, to bring inside the house. It's just him and his girlfriend that were house sitting. While he does that, a truck comes and pulls right in front of our gate and just stays there. It stays there for about 30 seconds. That's a long time. If you just sit there and wait 30 seconds, that's a long time just to be sitting somewhere. So it got to the point where my friend is going through his car, sees a truck is literally just stopped in front of our gate. So now this time he's looking at the person, like trying to look at the person like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? So 30 seconds go by, the truck goes down to the end of the cul-de-sac. So he's going back, opens the gate. I guess the car stays down there for whatever. By the time he gets all the way to the front door, the car comes and pulls right back up to the gate exactly how it was, just the opposite direction, and again stays there for about a minute. A full minute is what he says. And he said that he was so shook by it and felt so weird that like, he called me like, hey, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, should I call the cops? Because I told him the reason of why I'm having house sit. We feel weird. We have stuff going on. I just want to make sure that someone's home, so people know that someone's home, so nothing could happen. So again, it's weird because if that didn't happen, if I didn't call him, who knows what would have happened if somebody wasn't home and they knew somebody wasn't home. Couldn't see really who was in the car, but that's literally what happened that exact time when we left. The first time we left since the incident. Yeah. So it just keeps continuing. So, and then the last thing that happened, which really makes us want to be like, we got to get the out of this house.
It's so frustrating, guys. Like, no one should have to deal with this.
It's not frustrating. It's scary, especially with the baby on the way. It makes me.
Yeah, your home is supposed to be where you feel like safe and you feel the best, and like I feel so
frustrating. It's
and I'm terrified to be home alone. Like, I do not want to be home alone.
So the last thing that happened, which is like, yeah, we got to get out of this house, is that so Joe. You guys, I don't know if you guys know about Joe, but Joe is literally up till like 4 a.m. every night. Not because he's editing or no, he just literally just doesn't sleep.
That's just his free time. Like, he likes to be up at that time.
Also makes me feel better because I know if something happens, he'll for sure be able to hear it.
Yeah, we're the first one to hear it.
So he's up late, usual Joe stuff. Goes downstairs. I don't remember what time he said, but he goes downstairs. Let's just say 3 to get a snack or water, whatever it was. We have windows all around the house. The kitchen's on one side. He's walking down to the kitchen. Our living room is on the completely opposite side from our kitchen. By our living room, we have about 3 windows by our couch. So as he's walking to the living room, 100%, because I literally asked him all day, like, are you sure? Because I feel like at this point, like police, like law enforcement should be involved in what's going on. When he was walking to the kitchen, he for sure saw 100% because he looked and saw for a minute, didn't just go away. flashlight or a light, maybe it could be a phone light, but it was thick where it would be like an actual flashlight, was coming through our windows. 2 windows. We're going through our windows, like it was so light was beaming through the windows because all the lights are off. By the time me and Charlotte go to bed, which is like 10, 11, that everything is pitch black. So he was going down the kitchen, it's pitch black, and he sees clear as day light beaming through windows in our living room. So he's stuck. He's literally shocked, scared, staring, and then lights go away. So after the lights go off, he goes to the windows, checks the backyard, nothing. Literally comes and never does this. Literally comes and knocks on our door because the door's always locked. Knocks on our door, woke me up. I came out. He told me I didn't want to go back to bed. I was obviously shook as well.
I know you came downstairs, then I came downstairs. He's like, go back upstairs. I'm like, but what if something happens to you?
Just pregnant, just what's going on? So a very scary situation. This all happened probably within like a month or a month and a half, and obviously we didn't want to say anything when it first went on because it could have been nothing. But by this point, we really feel like
we believe there are no coincidences in life. Like, this is not a random series of events, and I'd rather be paranoid or whatever, or take the caution route and be safe and okay, than think it's nothing, think it's nothing, think it's nothing, and then something happens and I wish I would have taken it more serious. So that's also adding to the stress of everything that's going on, because we're like, damn, like we could have been out of here. We had a house to go to. We were gonna move, and we're still stuck here. And obviously, like that just adds because we want to move so bad. So like all this stuff is literally coming together and making one like big stress ball that we have to deal with right now. But my hopes are up that everything's gonna get better. Our hopes are that everything's gonna get better. We talk about it, we pray about it every night. I know that things get worse before they get better. And I definitely think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be in a new home. I promise, we're gonna be in a new home. We're gonna have great vibes. We're gonna have our baby here. Great content. We need new energy. Like, I just feel stuck.
We do need energy. Like, our baby's gonna be here. We're gonna have just everything set up for us how we want it to be. And we're gonna feel safe. We're gonna feel happy. And
we're gonna have our baby shower.
The only stress will be waking up every 2 hours to serve our baby.
I don't believe that. I can't imagine life without stress.
That's what it's gonna be. So anyways, that's it for today's video. That's everything we have to talk about.
We just needed to fill you guys in because we haven't been posting as much, but it's because there is a lot going on. But we promise. Should we tell them December is gonna be crazy?
December is definitely gonna be crazy. We're waiting for December because we are gonna participate in Vlogmas. And it's crazy because our baby's gonna be on the way. Like, there's just so much stuff that I'm looking forward to. I just can't wait to be a dad. I cannot wait to be a father. And I'm getting our daughter's name tatted on my body very soon.
She's gonna be here in December, so she's gonna be a part of Vlogmas.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she's gonna be here in the teens. So December 10th, December 20th, in between that time. And they think that the baby's gonna be here a little early anyways, just due to the size of this baby. So,
she big.
She big. She thick. So I think the craziest thing that's going on with This Is L&S is that our official birth video is literally gonna be like in like 7 weeks. And that's gonna be, for 100%, that will be the craziest video that we have ever had and will ever have until our next child. And I can't wait to like that whole experience.
It's gonna be so beautiful. Since you guys all can't be in the room with us, we want you to feel like you're all in the room.
We love you guys so much, and we appreciate everything that you do and the support that you give us, especially through a time like this. Like, we really rely on you guys and your positive comments and the things that you DM us. We truly do appreciate it.
And we're gonna show you how much we appreciate it in December. Anything else?
So anyways, LS gang, as always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the gang. We'll see you very soon. Peace.